So, how to plan your day effectively for a great rank in the upcoming NEET PG 2025? Hi, I'm Dr. Debarati. I secured an All India rank of 4494 in NEET PG 2024, and I am here to tell you what my day looked like. As usual, I'll be giving out the secret tips followed by every topper that enable them to get that rank. So make sure you watch the video till the end. Let's get started. So first up, we have wake up by 8 a.m. Yes, the exam typically happens between 9 a.m. to 12:30 a.m. so your brain needs to be maximally active in that time period. So I would advise that you do the active reading or the recall things in that time period, the MCQ solving and etc. in this time period only, and for that you need to wake up by 8 a.m. I know I was a night owl too in my university days, and the habit doesn't happen overnight or in a week, or it might happen in a week for you. But after consistently trying to wake up at 8 a.m., even now that the exam is over, sometimes I wake up at 8 a.m. for no reason at all. So that's the reason. So that's the habit we are striving to build. And it's essential that you wake up between 7 to 8 a.m., not later than 8 a.m., please. So now that we have woken up, and the next step is to meditate. I'll be putting the link of the meditation channel that I regularly used to follow during my preparation phase in the description, so make sure you check it out. It's not sponsored or anything, it's a personal find of mine, and I religiously follow that for like 1 year. Like those are 5 or 10 minutes meditations, and like there are headings to that, like do this for peace, do this for healing, or do this for concentration, do this for memory power. Like those are like really good. Like as the phrase says, morning shows the day. So meditation was the first thing that I used to do, and like try it out, and I'm sure it will give you amazing results too. For meditation, I used to like use my AirPods with my iPad, because like I never touched my phone before noon. Say I wake up in the morning, see a text or see a message like say NEET PG exam is like discussed to be postponed, like NEET PG exam is going to be postponed, or say a friend texts something to rant about anything, like a real life scenario, and the thought that you get like sticks to you and you keep on thinking about it, and it really hampers the concentration. So I would really ask you not to pick up the phone before 12 noon. And if you have a problem with this, I would really suggest the Forest app. Like it's paid for iPhone users, but I think it's available for free for Android users. So the app, you have to plant trees, and like you can set timers, say I'll be studying for 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, and like if you plant the tree, and if you use your phone for like passive scrolling or texting, the tree dies, and who wants to see a tree die, right? Like that's just sad. So that's a really effective way to like curb your phone addiction. You can also use it if you are into the Pomodoro technique. But I personally wouldn't recommend the Pomodoro technique, because say you study for 1 hour and you decide to take a break for 10 minutes. Like once you are in the zone of studying, once you're halting that and taking a break for 10 minutes to get into the study zone again, like it used to take me another 10 minutes. So like why break the concentration that we have? Because in the real exam, those 3.5 hours, we cannot break the concentration. But if you are like starting right now and you don't have that much of concentration like level, you can obviously try the Pomodoro technique, but really like increase your Pomodoro times to like 3.5 hours or 4 hours, because you have to like constantly focus on what you are doing for that time period, and that's a habit you have to build with time. After I have meditated, I used to like start my studying. I used to do the things that I planned the night before, the reading part by 12, and then I used to do the MCQs from 12 to 2, like 100 MCQs. It typically takes 100 minutes, but taking 10-15 minutes here and there. Like I would give you till 2 to finish doing the MCQs. Like while you're doing the MCQs, do them in the exam mode, all subjects, no filters. Like that's really important that you do the MCQs from all subjects, and at least while you are doing the revision. For the reading phase, I would still ask you to like do the MCQs of the subject you are studying at the present, because you need to know like the way the MCQs are asked. So but from revision you have to like do all subjects together. So read, then you do MCQs, or if you prefer you can do the other way around as well, like do the MCQs first and then read, like whatever works the best for you. So in this way we have covered till 2. So after 2 p.m. it used to be a lunch break. 2 to 6 used to be my lunch plus nap plus passive scrolling phone phase. Like I didn't pick up the phone before that, like not at all before 12 noon, and mostly I used to pick the phone up like around like 2 p.m. after I was done with studying and solving MCQs. So I'll give you the time from 2 to 6 to like relax, rejuvenate, like do whatever you want that like would help you to relax. So that brings us to 6 p.m. Now you have to start studying again. From 6 to 9 I used to study whatever portion was left of my day's planning. Then from 9 to 10 used to be my dinner break. Then from 10 to 12 I used to like review the 100 MCQs that I did in the afternoon, and I'd be telling you more about my review process while I'd be discussing the ways to like improve your GT score, like it would be in the GT video. So for now, since we are discussing the schedule, from 10 to 12 you have like reviewed all the MCQs, and another very important thing, you also have to plan what you're going to be doing the next day. This is so important, because then you don't waste time in the morning thinking what to do today, what did I do yesterday. So like make it a habit that before going to bed each day you are planning out next day's schedule. This is called planning one day in advance, and this is like a game changer. Like every topper, trust me, does this so that they know what they're going to do the next day, and it just is a really good practice to follow. So like write down, like do 100 MCQs, finish CNS, finish CVS, or whatever is it that you are targeting. So after I was done with the planning, I used to take melatonin, not after I was done with the planning, but before I started the planning, because melatonin typically takes around 30 minutes or 1 hour to start working. And the melatonin that I used to take was the GNC melatonin. It's 3 mg melatonin, and like it's available over the counter, and you don't necessarily need a prescription for that. But I really need to put a disclaimer here that you should not be taking any health supplement without like obviously consulting someone, or like all of you are doctors, so you should understand like your requirements, like if you need melatonin or not. Because I'd be frank, I used to take melatonin because without that I used to like stay up till like 2 or 3 a.m. and passively scroll my phone, or like get anxiety and panic attacks, like what would happen in the exam. And I felt that melatonin enabled me to get the good night's sleep so that I can like get back in full force the next morning. So like another like tip that I would love to give you about melatonin is like don't take melatonin after like 1 or 2, otherwise you'll probably get a hangover in the morning, like you'll feel sleepy for like 1 hour after waking up. So make sure you take melatonin by like 11:30 or 12 a.m. if you're planning on doing that. That's pretty much about it. And after you're like done for the day, you can scroll phone for like 30 minutes, like talk to your friends or whatever, but make sure you go to sleep by 1 a.m. because you need to wake up the next morning by 8 a.m. and like you need the 6 to 7 hours of sleep to like feel fresh and feel rested, because your brain cannot function unless you're like properly rested. So don't compromise on that. I know you can say that I can wake up at 8 a.m. We all used to do like this in our internship, like we are habituated with not sleeping, but trust me, it affects your brain's capacity to function over time. So like make it a habit to go to bed by 1 a.m. and wake up at 8 a.m. So how many hours did we study this way? Let's count. From 8:30 to 2 p.m. That's 5.5 hours. Then from evening 6 to 9, that's 3 hours, which brings us to 8.5 hours. Then 2 more hours at night, 10 to 12, that's 10.5 hours. So see, by studying this way, you are like at least studying for 10 hours a day, and it seems so effortless because you are taking a break in the afternoon, you are taking a nap, you are resting, and that's it. Like, it is that easy to get into the habit of studying at least 10 hours a day. Like, but towards the end, like 2 to 3 months, when 2 to 3 months are left for the exam, you have to increase the timing, obviously. So you can cut down your nap timing in the like afternoon. That's a strategy that I used to follow. Like towards the end, I used to take lunch, and then I used to like review the MCQs like in the afternoon only, and then go to sleep for like eat and take a nap, and like 2 hours, like all of those things would take up 2 hours. So I increased 2 hours this way. So you have to like adjust your schedule according to what suits you the best, because only you know. Like, I have like friends who also study till like 3 or 4 a.m. at night, and they have also ranked good. So if you think you can manage by doing that, you can do that. But this is what I personally did, and what I personally felt was important, and I got the morning shift itself, so the habit really paid off for me. Like once a month, like 2 Mondays used to be my GT days, like 2 to 3 Mondays. Like Monday, that day would be just GT and relaxation and reviewing the GT. Like I used to take the GT from 9 to 12:30 p.m, then like relax a bit. Then when the results were out by 2 p.m, I would like start to review, then take a nap maybe, and then continue the review in the evening, then finish it. And if I scored well in the GT, I would like make it a point to like order something good to it, because you need to give yourself some incentive so that you do good in the exam. Like, you get to rest, you have to make your GT days interesting, so that like you want to take GTs and it doesn't feel like a punishment to you. It's like GT days are for relaxation. You're not having to study, you're not having to solve other MCQs apart from what you have already studied. So it's like basically a chill day, and with the added incentive that if you do good, you get to treat yourself. What I'm trying to say here is, you have to make the process fun, because it has to be a long-term habit. Like, you still have like 6 months, 7 months, maybe more till the next exam, and it's like, it's not something that's like 1 or 2 months away that you don't need to build a habit for it. So you have to like make it a habit, and you cannot be consistent with anything unless you like it or love it, or you're that attached to it. So you have to make it fun in your own way, like what you think is fun. Like, say in a GT day, say you love to go out and have tea from the local shop, so you treat yourself that. Like, it's like GT day hai aaj, to aaj hum like sham ko bahar niklenge, we would like have fun, hang out with a few friends maybe, like whatever works for you. I know it all seems a bit overwhelming, and like you might be thinking like, ये सुनने में तो बहुत easy लग रहा है, लेकिन करने में बहुत ज़्यादा difficult होगा. Like होगा, difficult होगा तो क्या होगा, करना तो है ना, सीट तो चाहिए, रैंक चाहिए, तो ये भी करना होगा. Like, if ever you feel that you are doubting yourself, like, I want you to listen to this. I want you to change your mindset from I don't know if I can do this to I am going to make this shit happen. Tell this to yourself every time you feel you're doubting, or whether you can or cannot do something. Write it on a post-it, paste it on your wall or on your table, like, but you have to take your mindset to that level कि ये तो हम करेंगे, ये हम करके ही छोड़ेंगे. NEET PG won't be possible unless you have this do or die mindset. I'm not even kidding. Like, NEET PG has become a war now. Every year the cutoff is increasing by like 20-25 marks, and like next year I'm expecting a cutoff of 625 for a 5,000 rank. So you can imagine how difficult it is, and always keep this at the back of your head, that if you don't make it next year, the next to next year it would be a cutoff of 650. And if that doesn't scare you, I don't know what will. I really hope you take the exam seriously. Like, make a sustainable routine that you can stick to, that you love, that is like personalized for you. You can like customize any time period that I said in your own way, because your day is yours and you have to make it count. Every day counts. What you did today, what you are doing right now counts. Make it a point like जो कुछ भी हो जाए तुमको सीट मिलके ही रहेगा. Like have this mindset, otherwise you cannot crack NEET PG. You know, like I always speak from my heart, and like I won't sugarcoat anything because the situation is really bad. People are studying a lot, like, and like what I used to do, like I did not take off house staffship so that I could stay at home and study for 1 year. So like you always have to remember your competitors are people like this who are staying at home and their only job is to study. And like there are seniors who are like more knowledgeable than us who are also appearing for this exam. There are juniors and who have been preparing for this exam since like second or third year. You have to remember who your competitors are, and your like level of preparation should reflect that. Your dedication should reflect that. You have to know who your real contenders are. Because why, you know, रिजल्ट वाले दिन जब NEET PG 2025 का रिजल्ट निकलेगा, मुझे कमेंट्स में सबका रैंक चाहिए कि हाँ दीदी मेरे को ये रैंक आया है, मेरे को ये रैंक आया है, एंड I'd be personally congratulating you all. Like I'd be waiting for that day, and nothing would make me happier than that. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned something from it. I hope you found it useful, and don't procrastinate. If you're like wanting to start a new schedule or a daily routine, like start it from tomorrow itself, from tomorrow morning itself, and don't keep this for like after Diwali or like from December or November. Like don't postpone it. NEET PG तुम्हारे लिए वेट नहीं करेगा, वो होके चला ही जाएगा. So you cannot make anything wait. So you have to do it right here, right now. So that's it for now. I'll be seeing you in my next video, and don't forget to like, comment and share this video with anyone who is finding it really difficult to start a daily routine. And थोड़ा सब्सक्राइब भी कर देना ताकि हमारा लास्ट मुलाकात ना हो, so that we can meet again. So for now, bye.